Star, where is this storm track right now?
Right, I'm going to take you straight to that, Ange, because look at this monster of a hurricane. And if you look in closer, you can see the definition on this eye. Along that outline is where the strongest point of that hurricane is, and it's just slamming on the brakes right now, sitting over the high rock areas in the Bahamas. Here's a look at those current conditions. This is a Category 5 hurricane, gusts up to 200 miles an hour, but to actually define the category, we look at the sustained winds at 165 miles an hour. That is 10 miles an hour into that Category 5, so it is immensely strong, expected to hold on to that intense hurricane status all the way along the Florida coast and then slide north toward the Georgia coast and the Carolinas. Now, the reason we have to keep in mind that we have a cone here and not a straight line is because a hurricane doesn't move in a straight line. That eye could wobble back by quite a few miles. We've seen it here on the track earlier in the week and then even last week. Notice how much this really danced around as that moved through those islands and back into the open water. So that is why the Florida coast still included in those hurricane warnings. You can see those there in that red color. The outer bands of this hurricane starting to push those showers and storms up onto the coastline. And this is going to expect to slide toward those Carolinas as well, where we're already seeing some other activity there. But we do have advisories all along that coastline, including some flood advisories near Charleston. Now we're going to keep an eye on that, of course. Right now, though, back home, this is our live camera in Indianapolis. And you can't see anything at all because that fog really getting dense out there. It's going to stick with us for the next couple of hours. So if you still have a morning commute this morning, that could slow you down a little bit. Now we're down to less than a mile visible in Indianapolis. You saw it there on the camera, so that is going to be our biggest impact today. Other than that, Live Guardian radar staying fairly quiet. 65 degrees right now in Fishers. Greenfield, you're at 63, 65 in Mooresville, same in Bloomington, and 64 in Indianapolis. We'll be a little bit warmer today than yesterday. High back up to 82, which according to the climate records is right where we should be for the first week of September. A little bit of a breeze right now. High pressure centered off to our west, so that's going to block out any wet weather for us today. Yeah, we're holding on to a little bit of cloud cover here for the early afternoon hours, but look at this. A little bit later in the day, we break up that cloud cover and we'll be bright and sunny. Overnight tonight, mostly clear. Going to keep it pretty quiet there. Most of tomorrow also looking lovely. But as we head toward late Tuesday night, we are going to see a broken line of storms sliding on through. You see that right there. And then here's Wednesday morning around midnight. Still going to be holding on to some of that rain into the early morning commute on Wednesday. But rain totals staying pretty low. We're talking a few hundredths up to about a quarter of an inch. Really, that is all. 82 the high for today. Foggy start to the morning, but sunshine expected later on. Tonight will drop down to a comfortable low temperature of 63, and then hotter tomorrow. Back into the mid to upper 80s. We'll really feel it, but we'll have some wind to keep us a little bit more on the comfortable side. Here's that 7-day forecast. We're already looking at the weekend because we've got the 400 on Sunday, and so if you are heading out right now, it does look like we'll have the upper 70s for highs, so very comfortable for that, but we're tracking the potential for some rain, so I'll keep my eye on that, Angela.
All right.